I just don't want to see people get burnt today. 90% of the people in America are great people. It's the 10% of bad faith actors that you actually got to protect yourself from. I'm sitting here with Ben Pacheco from Upstanding Roofing out of Houston, Texas. Today we're going to be talking about growing his business. He just sold a business. Got his LOI in, fired up, got me fired. Almost flipped this fucking table today. You know what I mean? So Ben, thank you so much for being here in Philadelphia with us from Texas. How you doing, brother?
Hey, thank you, Lance. Thank you for having me here. Man, I'm super excited, not just for being here, but actually for the LOI too, man. Like the whole energy in the room, man, it's another level. So I really appreciate everything you've done for me and my team, man. So yeah.
So let's talk about a few things. Let's talk about, everyone here wants to talk about you selling a company first. I know we talk about Jurius and that. You know, I met you Friday, 8 months ago now. Probably, yeah, right?
Yeah.
And you had a hydraulics company.
Yes, sir.
Or hydraulics. And you said to me, I want to sell this company. I want to get the roofing, which I love the fact you got the roofing, by the way. And tell me what you're going to do your first year in roofing, being around the right people. Tell
the first year in roofing, we're going to do $6 million.
And tell what kind of work it is.
What type of work it is?
I mean, retail or insurance?
All retail, all, residential.
Oh,
You're real insurance.
Wait. You're in Texas. Have we up in? I know, but you're in Texas, and you're doing $6 million your first year, and it can't be done. You're full of shit, Ben.
Right.
Everything's insurance in Texas. You can't do retail in Texas. Everything's insurance.
Well, that's what everyone's saying, right? But if you hang around the right people and someone that has a playbook, it can be done. Yeah, there's plenty of retail in Houston. Yeah, there's plenty of people that are selling for $450, $350 in the Houston area, but they don't know what they're selling for.
So and that's his first year in business. There's guys in Texas for years that can't, and that's where we'll talk about that. But Ben got his LOI, came here. Ben joined the winner's circle, and we can talk about the winner's circle. Actually, what do you think about the winner's circle? What do you think about day one so far? What do you think about it?
I love the whole energy. I love the whole energy. The logo, everything. Just being surrounded by like-minded people is like the number one thing. So that's really why I joined. Whenever you call me and you told me, hey, we have a group, selected people, I'm like, yeah, hell yeah.
What's funny? The 10 people that, most people don't know this. We did the winner's circle near, what did we do? We started on a Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
And I just sold out by Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, no, by the
Sunday.
Yeah, by Sunday. Friday we had 2 spots left. Sunday we
closed it. And we never advertised it. I literally just sent a text message. You know what a text message you got from me?
Yeah, well, you called me right away. So, yeah.
I called or I text, and we had 8 of the 10 spots sold by Friday. We held on to the 2 because the one woman down in Texas wanted to do it, but she wasn't sure.
Yeah, I love the 2 spots coming.
And then by Sunday,
Dallas.
Yeah, and then by Sunday, there was a waiting list, and when Matt's like, Lance, like, I know you told me to hold him, just take these people out, let's close it out. Yeah. It's funny, people don't realize, because most people, the crucial we buy me to tell people it's $100,000 a year. You know what I mean? And most people couldn't get something from 100 for anything.
Right. Well, it's an investment.
And being around the right people. And look what happens. I'm not saying, but day 2 of the winner's circle, and you've been around me for 8 months now, but you're also around my partner, Tom Howard, one of my best friends, Tommy Mello, and you got an LOI. Did you think a year ago you had an LOI in your business?
No.
What are you thinking?
Not with this amount as well.
Yeah, you're getting over 8 figures.
Yeah.
You're going to be worth close to 8 figures when it's done. Your side of the sweep.
Yep.
Did you ever just think about that? When you met Lance Bachmann day 1, 8 months ago, did you think you'd have an LOI where you'd be having 8 figures yourself almost walking away?
Never thought about it. Never thought. It never crossed my mind. Once I got the LOI, I was like, wow. Never thought this was possible.
You're fucking excited. I'm excited for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Because I know when I got my first LOI, I was like, and now you're just going to want to rush. As you sell more and more things, and it's important because you want everyone to eat.
Right.
But me and you talked about it, you selling your company. What was the one piece of advice where I tell you the first thing you should do, the only thing to pay off and take care of for what? Do you remember the conversation on the phone?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Pay off my kid's house, basically, ex-wife's.
Your ex-wife. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, 100%.
I said, don't pay anything else off. I said, make sure your kid and your ex-wife are taken care of, because if she's happy, your kid's happy, and you're going to go make so much more fucking money in your life.
Yeah.
I mean, and the fact that most guys don't understand. They're like, oh, it's my ex-wife. Oh, she's still the mother of your children.
Right. Yeah.
You better make sure she's good. Let's talk about this. You're selling the hydraulic company, you and your brother's staying on. We just spent, probably half the hour going through LOI?
We did. Yeah.
I didn't see
Yeah, he responded to the email already. Say, okay, I'm going to look it over with my partners and I'll get back with you.
And just think about being in the right circle. I didn't say, hey, Ben, I'm not going to go through this with you. The first thing I did when I heard you got that LOI is when I said, Ben, let's go through it. Let's respond. Let's clean it up.
Well, you were actually the one that told me, hey, Ben, come here. Yeah. Well, I talked to Jolene in the morning. So
And how much did I charge you for that?
Nothing. You know,
And they were
Thank you.
rounding back.
they are. And the type of questions that I asked in the email, you know, I would never thought about asking those questions. So being around you, you know, and knowing those type of questions, like what to ask and what to respond to that email on is.
Yeah, I mean, now that I sold 6 companies, I've been through it so much. I just don't want to see people get burnt. And not that you get burnt. I believe, and I said this to everybody in the room yesterday, 90% of the people in America are great people. It's the 10% of bad faith actors that you actually got to fucking protect yourself from. That's the sad part. Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Service Titan and Rilla, our technology of choice to helping us scale and grow our business and making sure all of our viewers have the technology to scale their business so when they want to sell it, they're able to. Let's talk about roofing because, you know, you were never in home services before. How many shingles have you laid?
No shingles. Where shingles?
Like, you not laid a street. You're going to do $6 million. $6 million. And you're full of shit, dude. Mary, I thought I was the only guy that could go to roofing companies and not lay shingles. I don't like this guy. Whole skill book is built.
But I think I don't know anything up there. He's been in all our stuff. Oh, sure. About to say shop tours, roofing conference, masterminds, winter circle.
Well, you got to surround with the right people. You know, it's running the business. You guys have playbook, and you guys are pretty open. You're very transparent. Been to, you know, the Capitol a few times. Your entire team is amazing. They share everything. You're completely transparent. So that's me taking notes and going back and implementing everything, you know.
Okay.
And again, getting the right team in place is important too, and following the same playbook.
Let's talk about that, the right team, because so many people don't have the right team. And you see my leadership team. I believe I have the best leadership team out there. I really do believe that. I love my leadership team. You know, I think they know I'm loyal to them, they're loyal to me. Talk about me, about you. Talk about you building your leadership team and the process of that. Has that been difficult? Has it been hard? Talk about that.
Well,
you're not doing it. They are.
Right. My first hire, you know, we discussed this over a phone call too. He was not aligned with the vision, so he had to go hire a new person.
I didn't say fired him like he said yesterday in the meeting. When I said if people don't align with your vision, they got to go, and you just fired them.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Maybe I did say fucking fire him. I did, but
if I want to grow a business, I want to make sure that, you know, the right team is in place, you know, and have the right leadership. That's the number one thing, because they have to hire the next set of leaders as well. So that's the number one thing right now, is getting the right leadership in place.
how's your relationship with the new leaders you're bringing in? And obviously it's going well because you're a brand new company and you're on pace to do $6 million retail in Texas, where everyone says you can't do it.
Right.
So how's it going pretty well, your leadership team?
It's pretty good relationship. We get it pretty along. You know, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Yeah.
How is it with production? How's that going?
We need someone in production right now.
You're looking for sound production? How's your relationship with GAF? Who you guys use? GAF?
GAF owns Courtney's as well.
Oh, yeah.
Met with the sales manager. Great relationship.
Who you using? Always started with ABC.
Both, actually. Yeah.
Okay. And how's your relationship going with them?
Good. Especially with ABC, you know, they have great manager in place, great relationship, pretty open guy, pretty supportive and everything.
It's amazing. I feel like it's like anything else in life. Like as Beacon, as you know, I have a very good relationship with because of Ethan, right? But I hear people, I can't say anything bad about ABC or SRS either, because it seems like if you have the right person inside their organization, people have a pretty good relationship there too.
Right.
It seems like it's almost like you're calling a fucking insurance company to file claims. Like, who answers the phone is going to let you dictate your experience.
Right.
I mean, you figure out what you got some of the manufacturers and distributors, like who you're dealing with is going to be what your experience is.
Right. Yeah, ABC for me has been the best.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But BD has been the best for me. I can't say a bad word about ABC. I'm not saying
Right. And it's the same for SRS, a great guy, he's always reaching out and everything, but, just ABC. But
What is some of the biggest challenges you've had so far in building a roofing business? Because you're not a roofer. You're like me. You're a business guy. Here's a funny story. And Ben came to me, and Ben's like, "Maybe with your partner in Texas and this and that." And then Ben's like, "Nah, Lance, I don't want to do it." You were like, "Because I liked you. I was going to do it, if you remember." Like, my lawyer told me. I was like, no big deal. And we stayed friends through it.
100%. You were very straightforward since day one. So you told me like it is. This is it, and this is my contract, and I'm not going to change it. So
I don't.
Yeah.
There is, and this is the reason, and you know this, at a certain point in time, I don't need to go, like, the difference between wanting to work and need to work.
Correct.
And
I don't need to.
Yeah, I'm not going to have a fucking headache. It's just, and that doesn't mean I didn't love you, because I do. It's just, hey, listen, if this ain't what you want, this ain't what I want. Our visions won't align, so let's not even do it.
Right. So I respected that. So I'm like, okay, well, yeah.
But you still did it, and you did it on your own. You weren't like, oh, well, me and Lance and a partner, I'm not going to do roofing. I still gave you everything, yes or no?
Yes, 100%. You've been, pretty transparent and everything,
Talk about, because you had a partner now, it's your brother. Talk about partnerships and why some work and some don't work, you think?
I think with partnership, it's from what I see, it's selecting the right partner. If you guys are aligned and with the same vision, it's gonna work. If you guys, depending on the percentages too, it matters a lot, because if someone feels like, hey, if someone else is putting more work and they're not getting paid, or vice versa, that's where friction and a lot of that tension comes in. So,
what has been your biggest struggle inside your business? Because $6 million, a lot of people are in roofing for 20, 30 years and they can't put a $6 million company. You're doing it in your first year. What do you think your biggest struggles are still today you got to fix?
It's finding the right leaders. That's really what took us the most time.
It always comes down to leadership. I say every division we have that struggles is to fucking lead.
Yeah, because like you said, I'm not doing the work. I'm not doing putting in the shingles. I'm not doing the sales, but I need the leaders to do that. Just heavy lifting.
What do you think about the marketing presentation yesterday?
Sosa. Oh man, I love Sosa.
Yeah, she knows her shit, right?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Is it amazing how many people don't pay attention to marketing the way they should?
It is. Because a lot of people are like, oh, Angie, no, I hate Angie. It's just a waste of money. You're just going to throw money to the garbage. And you use talk about it. We do. We have that works as well.
They're using it. And how's that working out for you?
They're working out great, yeah. So I just grab your playbook basically and implement it without a doubt. No questions, hey, it works. I know I've seen it work. I wrote with your roofing companies as well, with your sales guys. And I know the playbook works, so no question about it.
No, it's funny. There, were you with me when the guy was trying to argue with me that name Angie's Home Advisors and network doesn't work? He's like, you don't understand, you know what I'm saying? I said, dude, I don't give a fuck what you think.
This is a bad rouge, got
Yeah, I was like, I said to him, I don't give a fuck what you think. He goes, why would you say that to me? I said, I just told you it works for me, and it works for everyone that does it the right way that I know.
Right.
You're the fucking problem. But you're trying to sell me that it's not working for me. Well, we track the metrics.
Well, they're probably just trying to call them one time and that's it. And you have a system in place where you call them 3 times, text message, voicemail, and you continue to follow up on that.
You use some guy to ask me what a CRM is.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
But he wasn't just trying to argue with it about Angie, Home Advisors don't work. And I'm like, you're asking what a CRM is, we're like, whatever.
Right.
Here's the biggest thing for you. What do you think? Why do you think you've been successful to be able to grow your roofing company so fast? And why do you really believe that? Because most people aren't doing $6 million straight retail. Like, like even some of my buddies out in Texas still try to sell me on you have to do insurance. You know, James Manick isn't one of them anymore. He changed his whole model. He's straight retail. He's do this now, Billy. Oh yeah, majority of his business is now 10 million.
Okay.
I think they do about 6 retail, 4 insurance. So still, if the insurance work comes to him, he just tapes it because it's money. But which I would tell anyone to. Why would you turn away?
Right.
I mean, that's just stupidity, right? But why do you think you've been so successful?
Well, I think a good friend of mine said, monkey see, monkey do. So it's just using the same playbook, basically. Yeah.
You're the same playbook.
Yeah.
Well, am I missing anything, Neary?
No. Well, talk to you about our experience at the winter circle. Yeah, just in, you're wrapping up the second day. I know it was a lot in the first day, but just kind of talk about the whole experience and seeing your LOI come to fruition.
Yeah. So the whole experience, man, it's been amazing. The winner circle, if you're not in it, you need to be in it. Being around like-minded people that have the same energy, that have the same goals and the same vision, you need that around you because being an entrepreneur, you don't get to talk to a lot of like-minded people most of the time.
Oh, you still, you're a bad boy. Oh God. I saw the boss. Hey, also, you just opened up another door.
Listen, I'm not going to take too much of your time. I'll get back in there. We're going to pull the people out, start doing them. If you need anything, let me know, bro.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lance.
Awesome.